and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. My name is Marissa. I am back today with another What's for Dinner video. I am going to share with you 4 different dinners that we had this past week, and a couple of them are actually from the freezer meals that I did a few weeks ago and had that up on my channel a few videos ago. So if I remember when I'm uploading, I will link that video down below. But this first meal is Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Now this was intended to be a crock pot meal, and if I had remembered early enough in the day, I would have gotten it into the crock pot. However, I didn't, so I did a quick thaw and had it in some cold water, and then ended up doing this in my iron skillet. And I just dumped everything into the skillet. I forgot to film that part of it, but it's all just, I didn't drain it or anything. I'm going to cook it until all of the liquid evaporates out of it, and then get a good little crisp on it. So while that is working, I am getting some hoagie buns ready to toast in the oven, and then I also have some organic tater tots that I'm going to put into the air fryer. And this was our dinner. Once the Philly cheesesteak is done, I put it on the buns with some provolone cheese and stick that under the broiler until the cheese is melted. And this was really a very yummy and easy dinner. This next meal could not have been any easier. My husband had bought some steaks a couple nights before this, and my father-in-law and my son were over, and we had grilled some steaks, and we had just a little bit left over that we didn't use, and so I decided to just make a quick little steak rice bowl basically. And so all I'm doing is I'm right now getting my vegetables ready. This is my favorite vegetable blend. It's broccoli, it's the California blend, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and I'm just going to season it with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them in the oven at 400 degrees for, I don't know, roughly 20-25 minutes. While that is going, I'm going to go ahead and start my rice, and I'm just doing some instant rice, brown rice, and I'm going to do it in the microwave following microwave instructions. And then I'm going to cut up my steak into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to add olive oil, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a half a stick of very soft butter. Mix all that together, and then I'm going to cook it in the air fryer. I set the temperature at 400, and I went ahead and preheated it for about 10 minutes. And then I put my steak in and cook for about 15, 16, 17 minutes, and then you want to flip it halfway. And that's for like a medium doneness. If you want it well done, I would go for about 20 minutes. And then you just kind of, assemble your bowls, and that's, I started with rice, vegetables, and then the steak. Now you can add any kind of dressing or whatever you want to it, yum sauce, ranch dressing, whatever. I liked it just plain. The steak was very juicy, had a very nice butter sauce, I guess, and that it was cooked in, and so that's all that I had on mine, and this turned out to be really, really good. was one of my favorites, and it is also one of the freezer meals that I had prepped before. And so all it is I took the ham out of the freezer the night before, let it thaw overnight. So I'm just going to dump everything that's in the bag into the crock pot. This is the one that I had seasoned with the mulled cider seasoning, and then I decided to add a can of pineapples to it. So I'm turning this on low, and it's just going to cook on low for about 3 hours in this little crock pot. And with it, I am going to make a pineapple casserole, and I'm going to cut up some mini peppers, and that is what I had for dinner on this evening. Now, the pineapple casserole is probably my absolute favorite side dish whenever there is ham. I love, love, love pineapple casserole. This recipe, I'm doing it from memory, and I'm also cutting it in half, but I will link down below. Anything that I can link down below, I'll link, but I'm linking the full recipe down below. But again, I am halving it. So I'm taking 1 can of pineapple tidbits, and I'm going to drain the juices into a small pot, and then I'm going to I'm going to spray my 8x8 glass dish here, and then I'm going to put the pineapples in the bottom of it. And then to the pineapple juice, I am going to add 3 tablespoons of flour. This is organic non-bleached flour. And instead of sugar, which the recipe will call for sugar, I am using maple syrup. And so you want to bring that to a boil until it thickens. Stay on it and watch it. Don't walk away from it because it will burn. So once it gets really, really thick, you'll know it. You put it into with the pineapples. You get all that mixed together. Now, I did not have shredded cheddar cheese on this evening, and this is where I would add shredded cheddar. I'd add it once it's all mixed up, to the top. And I did miss it. However, it was okay without it, but if you have cheddar cheese, add it to this. Trust me, it sounds weird, but it's very good. And then I'm going to make a Ritz cracker top with it. So I'm melting some butter and crumbling up some Ritz crackers and putting that over the top. And then I'm going to bake it. I think it was like 375 for about 25 minutes until the top is brown. And like I said, this is one of my I just like to have this. I could fix this for dessert, as a side dish, as a meal actually, because I just love it that much. next meal I'm doing is manicotti, and this is a meal that my husband has been asking for a very long time, so I figured it was time. My husband and my father-in-law had made a big old batch of spaghetti sauce. Some of it we put in our freezer, and then the rest of it I'm going to be canning. And so I had the sauce already made on hand, so I thought I had the other ingredients. Why not go ahead and make this? So we're having manicotti, and I'm starting by taking some ricotta cheese. Now I had a 32 ounce on hand. I didn't need that. Probably half of that was all I needed. But to the ricotta, I'm going to add 2 eggs, Italian seasoning, parsley, salt, and pepper. And I forgot, but I also usually add garlic. I left it out this time. It was okay, but definitely add it next time. And then I'm going to add cheese. I'm going to add some Italian cheese, some shredded cheddar cheese. You can add any kind of cheese you want to this. And then we're going to mix this really well. We're going to put it into a piping bag, and I'm going to stuff my shells. Now, I do not boil my shells ahead of time. The way that how I get away with doing that is I cover the shells with sauce, and then I cover the pan with aluminum foil, and it bakes in the oven for about 45 minutes. And then you're going to take the aluminum foil off and bake it another 15 minutes. So it's going to be in juices for an hour, and your manicotti will cook in that time. If you find that it's still a little chewy, just stick it back in the oven for a little bit longer. If you prefer to boil it ahead of time, parboil it, then that's fine too. This is just, it saves a step for me. And anywhere I can save time and energy, I'm going to do it. this turned out to be another delicious dinner, and we had leftovers for lunch the next day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to give these recipes a try, I will do my best to link what I can down below. The spaghetti recipe sauce, I can't give you that recipe. It's a secret recipe that belongs to my father-in-law, and he has shared it with my husband, and I kind of know what's in it, but I can't share that with you all, but I'm sure you understand. But you have your own sauce. You can just buy a jar of sauce from the store if you want to, and fry up some hamburger meat to go with it. Either way, it'll still be good, and like I said, I'll link what I can. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Come back and hang out with us. Talk to me in the comments. I love to chit chat with you guys. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.